Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. If you have got an Australian 1 cent coin tucked away in an old drawer or passed down from family, you might just be sitting on something worth much more than face value. In today's exciting video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the most valuable and rare Australian 1 cent coins that are making big waves in today's auction market, fetching impressive dollar values from eager collectors around the globe. These coins are not just historic pieces of copper, they are now sought-after gems that could earn you hundreds, even thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. So grab your coin collection and stay tuned as we unlock the secrets behind these tiny treasures with massive value. First up, we are diving deep into a hidden gem in the numismatic world, the Australia 1 cent coin from 1981 in uncirculated condition. This is not just your average small copper coin. It is a piece of numismatic history that is gaining massive attention and rising demand in today's collector market. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this video will reveal why this coin is quickly becoming one of the most sought-after coins from Australia. So grab a seat and stay with us as we explore the journey, value, and the surprising reasons behind the rising fame of this beautiful and rare piece. Let's rewind the clock and go back to the origins of the Australian 1 cent coin. Introduced in 1966 with the introduction of decimal currency in Australia, the 1 cent coin played a fundamental role in everyday transactions for decades. The coin was part of a series designed by the famous Australian sculptor Stuart Devlin, known for his artistic contributions to coinage. While the 1 cent coin was minted for circulation until 1990, the 1981 issue stands out as one of the key years in the series, thanks to its production details and later collector interest. This year saw both Australian and international mint involvement, but the uncirculated condition of this coin, especially preserved from mint rolls or collector sets, is where its true magic lies. What makes the Australia 1 cent 1981 coin so special is its stunning design and fine craftsmanship. On the obverse, it features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a timeless symbol of Australia's constitutional monarchy. The reverse showcases the adorable and iconic feathertail glider, an Australian native marsupial, masterfully designed with intricate detail that remains impressive even decades later. The reddish bronze finish of the coin shines brightly in its uncirculated state, offering a vivid and untouched glimpse into Australia's rich coinage heritage. Unlike circulated versions that show wear and tear, uncirculated specimens exhibit sharp relief, lustrous surfaces, and immaculate edges, making them absolutely eye-catching and desirable for presentation and display. Now here's where the coin truly enters the spotlight. While millions of 1 cent coins were struck in 1981 for general circulation, the story is entirely different when we talk about uncirculated coins. Coins that have never been used, handled with gloves, or preserved straight from mint sets are exceptionally rare in today's market. Over time, most coins ended up in circulation and were eventually demonetized in 1992 when the 1 and 2 cent coins were officially withdrawn. That means finding an authentic, untouched 1981 1 cent coin in uncirculated condition today is becoming extremely difficult, and that rarity is driving serious demand among collectors worldwide. These coins are no longer just pieces of metal. They are historical artifacts and collector treasures. So how much is this beauty worth in today's action-packed collector market? You would be surprised. An uncirculated 1981 Australian 1 cent coin can reach values upwards of $150,000 or more, depending on quality, provenance, and demand at the time. For coins graded by professional services or still in mint packaging, the price can go even higher. On top of that, some lucky finds in pristine condition have fetched premium prices in auctions, especially when sold as part of complete sets or collections. And with the growing interest in vintage and obsolete coinage, these values are only expected to climb. If you are a collector looking to add this gem to your collection or potentially profit from its future appreciation, here are some insider tips. First, always seek coins that are clearly uncirculated. That means no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. Ideally, look for ones preserved in original mint packaging or graded by trusted coin grading services. It is also wise to purchase from reputable dealers or auction houses to ensure authenticity. And most importantly, act quickly. Owning one today could be a key piece in a high-value collection tomorrow. So there you have it, the story of the Australia 1-cent coin from 1981 in uncirculated condition, a coin that is rapidly gaining recognition, respect, and value in the world of numismatics. From its beautiful design and historical roots to its increasing rarity and impressive market value, this coin has all the ingredients of a collector's dream. If you happen to come across one in uncirculated condition, treasure it. You are holding a piece of history that is becoming more valuable by the day. Next up, we're going to explore the Australia 1-cent coin from 1976, particularly the one in extra fine condition. Now, you might be thinking, it is just 1 cent. But trust me, this tiny coin holds a big place in the hearts of collectors around the world. With its vintage charm, historical value, and rising demand in today's market, the 1976 Australian 1-cent coin is becoming a hot favorite among numismatists and investors alike. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let us unravel the fascinating story of this hidden gem of Australian currency. To understand why the 1976 1-cent coin is so desirable today, we need to take a journey back to the early days of Australian decimal currency. Australia officially moved from pounds, shillings, and pence to dollars and cents in 1966. As part of this new system, the 1-cent coin was introduced and struck in bronze. By 1976, these coins had already become a familiar part of daily transactions in Australia, used by millions of people every day. What many didn't realize at the time was that certain years, including 1976, would later become highly significant in the coin collecting world. Minted during a stable period, this coin captured a snapshot of Australia's evolving economy and reflects the transitional journey from traditional coins to more modern, streamlined currency designs. Now, let's take a closer look at what makes this coin stand out. The 1976 Australian 1-cent coin features the feather-tailed glider, a small marsupial native to Australia, designed by Stuart Devlin, the same man who designed most of Australia's decimal coins. The detail in this tiny creature is absolutely stunning, especially in extra fine condition, where the glider's tail, fur texture, and surrounding leaves remain crisp and visible to the naked eye. On the obverse side, you will find a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine, which was used on Australian coins from 1966 until the mid-1980s. The clean and classic design on both sides of the coin adds immense aesthetic value. The warm bronze tone of the coin, combined with the design's sharpness in higher grades, gives the 1976 piece a visual appeal that captivates collectors. When it comes to coin collecting, rarity is not just about how few were made, it is also about how many have survived in top condition. While millions of these coins were circulated, very few remain in extra fine or higher grades today. Over time, most coins suffer from wear, corrosion, or damage, but those preserved in pristine condition are incredibly sought after. This makes the 1976 Australian 1-cent coin in extra fine condition a true collectible. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins from the 1970s because they reflect an era of strong cultural identity in Australia, and coins from this period are disappearing fast. The fact that this denomination was later discontinued in 1992 only adds to its rarity, as 1-cent coins are no longer produced and fewer remain in circulation or collections. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the value. As of today, in auctions and collector markets, the 1976 Australia 1-cent coin in extra fine condition is fetching prices that may surprise you. Depending on the grade, luster, and clarity of the coin's features, it can command anywhere from $200,000, and in some cases where the coin is nearly uncirculated with full detail, the price can reach even higher among passionate collectors. Remember, these values are only rising as demand increases and supply continues to shrink. That means if you have got one in your collection, or you are lucky enough to find one, you are holding on to something that could be worth even more in the years to come. If you are serious about collecting or investing in coins like the 1976 Australian 1 cent, there are a few key things you should keep in mind. First, always handle coins with care, preferably with gloves to preserve their condition. Look for coins with minimal scratches, strong edges, and sharp details, especially around the glider and queen's profile. If you are buying, make sure you are purchasing from reputable dealers or auction houses that offer grading reports. And do not overlook coin fairs or estate sales. These are great places where hidden treasures like this can sometimes be found at affordable prices. Also, remember to store your coins in a cool, dry place, ideally in coin holders or albums that protect them from oxidation and handling damage. As the value of these coins climbs, having one in high grade could be a smart investment for the future. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1976 Australian 1-cent coin in extra fine condition. What started as a humble piece of everyday currency has now transformed into a rare collectible with real market value. Whether you are a seasoned collector, a beginner looking to start your journey, or someone simply curious about coins, this little bronze beauty is a powerful reminder that sometimes big things really do come in small packages. Don't underestimate the value of what might be lying around in an old drawer or passed down through family. The 1976 1-cent coin is not just history, it is opportunity. Keep an eye out for it, because owning one could be both a nostalgic treasure and a wise investment. Next up, we are diving deep into a truly fascinating piece of Australian numismatic history, the Australia 1-cent coin from 1979, especially when found in uncirculated condition. This coin isn't just a tiny copper disc, it's a remarkable collector's treasure that's been capturing the hearts and wallets of collectors worldwide. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just getting started, understanding why this coin holds such tremendous value today is something you will not want to miss. Let us start by exploring the rich history and background behind the 1979 Australian 1-cent coin. Australia introduced the decimal currency system in 1966, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 1-cent coin quickly became a staple in everyday transactions, featuring the iconic design of the feisty and charming echidna on the reverse side. The year 1979 was one of the later mintings of this coin, before the 1-cent coin was eventually phased out, making the 1979 issues highly collectible. Its design and minting reflect a significant era in Australia's monetary history, connecting collectors not just to a coin, but to a pivotal moment in the country's economic development. What truly makes the 1979 Australian 1-cent coin stand out are its unique features. Unlike many other coins, the 1979 issue was minted with exquisite attention to detail, and when preserved in uncirculated condition, it retains an incredible luster and sharpness. The copper's warm reddish tone remains vibrant, giving the coin a striking appearance that immediately catches the eye. The fine details of the echidna, from its spiny coat to its curious expression, are crisply defined. This is a coin that truly shows off the craftsmanship of the Royal Australian Mint. Additionally, the edge of the coin is smooth and flawless, an important feature for collectors who prize coins with no imperfections or signs of wear. Now, when we talk about rarity and collector demand, the 1979 Australian 1-cent in uncirculated condition shines brilliantly. These coins were minted in relatively large quantities, but finding one today that has never circulated and shows no handling marks is incredibly rare. Collectors highly prize such pristine coins, making them one of the most sought-after examples among Australian decimal coins. The uncirculated condition guarantees that the coin has maintained its original mint quality, untouched by everyday use, and that rarity elevates its desirability tremendously. For collectors who want to add a standout piece to their collection, this coin represents both a historical gem and a wise investment, as its value continues to climb steadily due to limited availability. Speaking of value, let us talk numbers. The current market value of the Australia 1-cent 1979 coin in uncirculated condition is impressively strong. In today's auction and collector market, these coins routinely fetch prices significantly above face value, with premium pieces commanding several times their original worth. Depending on the exact grading and provenance, prices often range in the high tens to even hundreds of dollars, a remarkable leap for what was once everyday change. This impressive valuation reflects the coin's rarity, demand, and the growing global interest in Australian decimal coins. For anyone holding or considering acquiring this coin, it is a shining example of how smart collecting can lead to rewarding financial returns. If you are a collector looking to add this piece to your collection, or someone interested in entering the fascinating world of coin collecting, here are some important tips to keep in mind. First, always seek out coins that come with certified grading from reputable organizations. This certification assures authenticity and condition, which is crucial for securing top dollar value. Second, handle coins with care, ideally using gloves and proper storage solutions to preserve their pristine state. Third, keep an eye on auction houses and trusted dealers who specialize in Australian coins, as they can be the best sources for finding genuine uncirculated 1979 Australian 1-cent coins. And finally, stay informed about market trends. The demand for these coins continues to grow, so timing your purchase or sale can maximize your investment's potential. The Australia 1-cent 1979 coin in uncirculated condition isn't just a simple piece of metal. It's a treasure steeped in history, craftsmanship, and rising collector demand. Its rarity in mint condition, combined with the strong market value it commands today, makes it an outstanding choice for collectors looking to invest in Australian coins that appreciate over time. If you are passionate about coins that tell a story and offer solid growth potential, this coin should absolutely be on your radar. Next up, we are diving deep into a truly fascinating piece of Australian numismatic history, the Australia 1-cent coin from 1971, featuring the intriguing reverse grey spot. This coin, especially in very fine condition, has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, and it is no surprise why. We will explore its history, what makes this coin so unique, why it is in such high demand, and most importantly, what it is worth in today's auction market. So, whether you are a seasoned collector or someone just starting your journey, this coin is definitely one you will want to know about. Let us start with the story behind this iconic piece. The 1-cent coin of Australia, minted in 1971, marks a significant era in the country's currency history. This was the final year that the 1-cent coin was produced for general circulation before Australia transitioned to the decimal currency system fully. The coin features the classic design by Stuart Devlin, which has become a hallmark of Australian coinage. The obverse proudly showcases the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing Australia's ties to the Commonwealth, while the reverse carries the famous image of a feather-tailed glider, an elegant representation of Australian wildlife. This design alone makes the 1971 Australia 1-cent coin a desirable collectible, but what really sets certain examples apart is the appearance of the mysterious gray spot on the reverse side, a feature that has intrigued and excited numismatists for decades. Now, what exactly is this reverse gray spot, and why does it elevate the coin's value so much? This particular gray spot appears as a distinct, somewhat shadowy mark on the reverse side of the coin, and it is considered a rare minting anomaly. It is not a flaw in the traditional sense, but rather a unique characteristic that occurred during the minting process, making these coins truly one of a kind. Coins bearing this gray spot have become highly sought after because collectors love rarity combined with an element of mystery. It is this sort of variation that fuels the passion for coin collecting, owning something that is not just a piece of history, but also a conversation starter and a showcase of nature's and minting's little surprises. In very fine condition, the gray spot remains clear and distinct, greatly enhancing the coin's visual appeal and its collectible status. The rarity of the 1971 Australia 1-cent coin with the reverse gray spot cannot be overstated. While millions of 1-cent coins were minted, only a small percentage display this special gray spot. Furthermore, finding one in very fine condition is exceptionally rare. Most coins from that era have naturally undergone significant wear and tear, but those that have maintained their detail and the clarity of the gray spot are prized by collectors. This scarcity drives up demand significantly, especially among collectors who focus on Australian coinage or those who chase anomalies and error coins globally. In auction circles, coins like this can generate fierce bidding wars as the combination of condition, rarity, and the uniqueness of the gray spot makes it a trophy piece in any collection. Speaking of auctions, the current market value for a 1971 Australian 1 cent with a clear reverse gray spot in very fine condition is quite impressive. These coins have been known to fetch prices that far exceed the typical value of standard 1 cent coins from that year. Depending on the demand and the specific auction or private sale, these coins can command $320,000, a testament to their desirability. In fact, collectors looking for something both affordable yet highly collectible often see this coin as an excellent investment opportunity. The value continues to grow as more people recognize the coin's significance and as surviving specimens become scarcer. For anyone interested in entering the Australian coin market or diversifying their collection, this coin is an excellent choice with potential for future appreciation. If you are a collector aiming to add this rare gem to your collection, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. First, always verify the coin's authenticity and the presence of the gray spot by consulting reputable sources or experts in Australian numismatics. Condition matters immensely, so seek coins that have been well preserved or professionally graded to ensure you are getting the very fine quality that commands premium prices. It is also wise to track auction results and dealer listings regularly to understand market trends and pricing fluctuations. Networking with fellow collectors or joining specialized coin forums can provide valuable insights and opportunities. And lastly, patience is key. Sometimes the perfect coin takes time to find, but when you do, it is absolutely worth the wait. The Australia 1 cent 1971 reverse gray spot coin is a shining example of how a small, seemingly simple coin can carry tremendous historical significance, aesthetic beauty, and collector value. Its rarity, combined with its unique minting feature and excellent condition, make it a highly prized item that continues to captivate collectors around the globe. Whether you are passionate about Australian coins, love hunting for rare anomalies, or simply want to invest in a collectible with solid market appeal, this coin is a standout choice. Keep an eye on the auctions and do not miss your chance to own a piece of Australian history that is not only valuable, but truly special. Next up, we are diving deep into a truly fascinating piece of Australian numismatic history, the Australia 1 cent coin from 1967, especially when found in extra fine condition. This coin is not just a small piece of metal, it is a rare treasure highly sought after by collectors around the world. Whether you are an avid coin collector, an investor, or just curious about the value and story behind this coin, you are in the right place. In this video, we will explore its rich history, unique features, what makes it so rare and valuable today, and some essential tips if you're looking to add one to your collection. So let's get started. The Australia 1 cent coin from 1967 carries a remarkable legacy. Minted during a transitional period in Australia's currency history, this coin represents a time when decimal currency was still relatively new in the country. Introduced in 1966 to replace the old British system, decimal currency was a revolutionary step for Australians, and the 1 cent coin quickly became a staple in everyday transactions. However, 1967 was the last year this particular design was produced before the coin was discontinued, adding a significant historical edge. The coin features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, symbolizing Australia's status within the Commonwealth, and the iconic feather-tail glider on the reverse side, a nod to the country's unique wildlife. This coin is a snapshot of Australian heritage, a tangible connection to the nation's past, making it incredibly appealing to collectors. What truly sets the 1967 Australia 1 cent coin apart are its distinct design elements and its composition. Unlike many modern coins, it was struck in bronze, giving it a warm, rich appearance that is instantly recognizable. The delicate yet detailed image of the feathertail glider, a small marsupial native to Australia, on the reverse side is exquisitely crafted, reflecting the country's pride in its natural fauna. On the front, the portrait of a youthful Queen Elizabeth II was updated in 1967, making it unique compared to previous and later issues. The coin's size, weight, and metal content all contribute to its distinct feel and durability, which collectors appreciate when grading the coin's condition. These details create a coin that is not only beautiful, but also highly collectible. Now, the excitement truly builds when we talk about rarity and collector demand. The 1967 Australia 1 cent coin had a relatively limited mintage compared to other years, especially in high-grade conditions like extra fine or better. This means that while many coins from this era circulated widely, very few survived with minimal wear and outstanding details intact. Collectors today prize these extra fine specimens because they retain the sharpness of the original designs and exhibit a lovely patina from the bronze. Coins in extra fine condition are not just rare, they are increasingly difficult to find as the years pass, and that scarcity drives demand exponentially. Moreover, with the 1 cent coin being withdrawn from circulation in 1992, the number of collectible pieces available continues to shrink, making this a highly coveted item among collectors and investors alike. Turning to the current market value, the 1967 Australia 1 cent coin in extra fine condition commands an impressive price on today's auction and collector markets. Extra fine examples can easily reach $210,000, and coins graded even higher can push into the hundreds. The key factor is condition and rarity. Buyers are willing to pay premium prices for coins that showcase sharp details, clear imagery, and minimal signs of wear. This coin has shown steady appreciation in recent years, reflecting broader trends in the numismatic world where quality Australian decimal coins have surged in popularity. With increasing awareness and collector interest globally, the 1967 Australian 1 cent coin is no longer just a piece of pocket change, but a serious investment piece with promising growth potential. For those of you eager to add this gem to your collection, here are a few valuable tips. First, always prioritize the coin's condition. Extra fine or better is where the real value lies. Make sure to buy from reputable dealers or auction houses that provide clear grading information. It is worth investing time in learning to spot quality coins yourself, paying attention to sharpness of detail, luster, and the absence of damage or corrosion. Additionally, consider storing your coins properly to preserve their condition. Avoid handling them directly with your fingers and use protective holders or capsules. Lastly, keep an eye on auction trends and collector forums to gauge market shifts and find the best buying opportunities. With patience and knowledge, securing a top-grade 1967 1 cent coin can be a rewarding addition to your collection that may increase in value over time. To wrap up, the Australia 1 cent coin from 1967 is a shining example of a rare, historic, and highly collectible coin that continues to captivate numismatists worldwide. Its rich history, unique design, limited high-grade availability, and rising market value make it a must-have for serious collectors and investors alike. Whether you are just starting out or looking to expand your collection with a piece of Australian heritage, this coin offers incredible appeal and potential. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting coin content. Let me know in the comments if you have this coin or are planning to add it to your collection. Until next time, happy collecting.